Hey there, welcome to Monster Cat's Mix Contest, where real home DJs showcase their mixing talents to win real prizes. Here, let me show you. Each season, finalists from all over the world face off on the show to earn the votes of our elite judges. They must come up with the most creative mix only using our music. But there could only be one season champion. So let's get right into it because it all starts right now on this season of the Mix Contest.
Hey everyone, what is up? This is Rocket Man welcoming you to the showdown of the Mix Contest Season 7. Over the last few months, we've gone from hundreds of submissions to 8 finalists battling it out over weeks of competition to this moment right here. This season, we have 3 home DJs in our finale, laying it all on the line for the title of Mix Champion and the incredible prize bundle provided by NZXT, Pioneer DJ, Loop Cloud, and Label Radar. Each of today's competitors undeniably deserves to be here, and let's see the journey they took to get to this point. Our first home DJ to claim a spot in the finale is a well-known producer. Known for his high-energy melodic bass records, Vital Mode is determined to bring that same energy into his mixes. He solidified his finalist position with the textbook example of a good mix and carried that momentum through the next 2 challenges. Our second home DJ to advance to the finale is also a skilled producer. Baldy's use of different transition and edit styles brought a truly unique sound to the competition, and this blossomed under the mentorship of Fairlane in the Elementals Challenge. And finally, our third home DJ is no stranger behind the decks. Karrison is our first live mixer to make it this far in the contest, and after getting eliminated in the B2B Challenge, he listened to the elite judges and improved his craft, learned new techniques, and eventually battled his way back into this competition. Each of these 3 home DJs brings something different to the table, and it's going to make for a very, very close race. The champion of Season 7 will be determined by our jury, which consists of our 3 elite judges, Ethani, Feathervane, and Duality, as well as our eliminated finalists, DJ Big Homie Squats, Go Buoy, Jetpack, Jonah Walker, and Moonrunes. The jury listened to these mixes blindly and individually casted a vote for who they thought deserved the title of champion. Their decision will be revealed at the end of the episode, so let's get right into today's challenge. A few months ago, I came across a theory from German music theorist and composer John Matheson. This explored the connection between musical keys and emotions. To test this theory, our finalists must mix entirely in the same key or relative key for the duration of their 15-minute mix. Their success will ultimately boil down to how well they match their mix with these emotions. This is an extremely intricate challenge, and it's finally time to hear how Baldy, Karrison, and Vital Mode close out this season of the Mix Contest. Starting us off is Karrison with his restless and fantastical mix. Let's hear it.
Well, hello again. I'm here after Battleback, and you bet I'm fighting for that winning spot. To show you that I'm not only a good mixer, but a versatile live DJ capable of winning, I learned a ton of new techniques, as well as signature techniques that Baldy and Vital Mode have been using, and put my own little spin on them to bring you the most dramatic and intense mix you will ever hear in this mix contest. I'm sending you all much love and gratitude for being here though, and I hope you enjoy my magnum opus.
Got to get a hold of yourself. Now, science has opened the door to unknown.
fight the war in my head. I said hello to you. You didn't notice my eyes. They were chasing yours all around the room. Chasing yours all around the room. I used to be in love with heartbreak and internal fires. Now we're burning fires to fuel my desire for you, for you. Fuel my desire 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 for you.
Finishing hard on the fittest, raising a toast to the sky, sun rising up in the distance. And to my people all here for the same reason. When you hear the beat drop and your heart's beating, for the hands in the air and the girls screaming, and everybody in the closet never stop dreaming. Let's go.
Thank you, Harrison. Next up, we have Baldy with his serious and ruminating mix. Let's hear what you got.
Kia ora whānau, it's me Baldy here. I've been asked to tell you guys why I should be the winner of the Monster Cat Mix Contest 2022, and it is tough. It's tough to find a reason why it should be me instead of one of these other two amazing, incredibly talented, super genuinely lovely people, these DJs here, Valmert and Harrison. But luckily I have 15-minute long reason of why it should be me coming up just now, so hope you enjoy.
Brave enough to try to walk the line. You ran like you were chased by a wolf. Ruthless, but you still play the fool. Don't you think that you'd rather? Don't you think that you'd rather? Queen of your heart. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like our future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Waiting for no one. We're heading straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into the
Goodbye.
That was Baldy. Last but certainly not least, we have Vital Mode with his mix inspired by Passionate Resentment. Best of luck.
Well, this is it. We made the final. I want to thank every single one of you for helping me get to this point. It's been an absolute dream come true to be able to perform in the final. Now what you're about to hear in this mix is unlike anything you've heard before in the mix contest, which is why I believe I should be this year's champion. So sit back and enjoy this final mix from me.
Everywhere I go, I get a steady ovation. Speaking the coast, my gang got no imitation. It's in the face, we taking off like we in a space. When now experiencing greatness. When now experiencing greatness. When now experiencing greatness. When now experiencing greatness. Yeah, when now experiencing greatness.
Break it down.
I'm back to quitting myself, my prison got shit to finish. Yeah, I had a minute. Yeah, ain't at the limit. No, I'm back to winning. I'm back to business. I'm back to finish. Yeah, I'm back to winning.
Thank you, Vital Mode. All three of our home DJs put on an incredible performance today, but only one can be crowned the Mix Champion of Season 7. Earlier this week, our 8 jury members, consisting of this season's eliminated finalists and elite judges, blindly listened to each of the mixes you just heard and cast their vote in secret for who they thought deserved the crown. All of those votes are now in this box, and it's time to reveal those results. I'll read the votes. The first vote goes to Baldy. The second vote goes to Kerrison. The third vote goes to Vital Mode. So that's 1 for Baldy, 1 for Kerrison, 1 for Vital Mode. The next vote goes to Vital Mode. And another vote for Baldy. Baldy again. And another vote for Vital Mode. So that's 3 for Vital Mode, 3 for Baldy, 1 for Kerrison, 1 vote left. And the champion of Season 7 of the Mix Contest is Baldy. Congratulations, you just earned yourself the title of Mix Champion for Season 7, as well as the incredible prize bundle from NZXT, Pioneer DJ, Luke Cloud, and Label Radar. Vital Mode and Kerrison have also earned themselves a prize bundle from our sponsors for taking 2nd and 3rd place respectively. Now, let's take a look back at Baldy's highlights from this season and hear the journey that earned him the win. This season had a heavy emphasis on blurring the lines between production and mixing, and Baldy immediately caught the judges' attention with this D&B edit of Get On Up, seamlessly blending old and new Monster Cat records together to create a lasting impression. After becoming a finalist, he crafted a very different style mix with Moon Runes in the B2B challenge. And in this, we got to hear a very different style of edit from him. If that wasn't enough to secure his spot in the semifinals, this edit of Disconnected did the trick. He also showed us his impressive transition ability with his jazz-inspired ending to Last Summer. Next came the Elemental Challenge, where he battled it out with his former partner Moonrunes and made the ground shake with this edit. And who could forget this edit of Rocktronic near the end of his Earth mix? After all of that, he came into this showdown with arguably his most impressive mix yet, which included this beautiful mashup in 5/4. And left the crowd wanting more with his edit of the fan favorite Crab Rave. And just like that, we've reached the conclusion of Season 7 of the Mix Contest. Thank you to everyone who made this season possible. Our elite judges, artist mentors, amazing class of finalists, our prize sponsors, NZXT, Pioneer DJ, Luke Cloud, and Label Radar, and of course, our incredible community, you, the listeners. We hope you've enjoyed this season, and we cannot wait for you to see what we have in store next year. Until then, this has been Rocket Man, signing off for Season 7. See ya.
Goodbye.